My dear viewers, as-salam alaikum, may peace be upon you. How are you all? My dear viewers, I seek Allah's protection from the rejected Satan, devil. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Chapter 16. What has been said about the journey of Prophet Musa alaihi as-salam when he went in the sea to meet Al-Khidr. Narrated Ibn Abbas that he differed with bin Qays bin Hizan al-Fazari regarding the companion of the Prophet Moses. Ibn Abbas said that he was Al-Khidr. Meanwhile, Ubay bin Ka'b passed by them, and Ibn Abbas called him, saying, My friend and I have differed regarding Moses' companion, whom Moses asked the way to meet. Have you heard the Prophet, peace be upon him, mentioning something about him? He said, Yes, I heard Allah's messenger, peace be upon him, saying, While Moses was sitting in the company of some Israelites, a man came and asked him, Do you know anyone who is more learned than you? Moses replied, No. So Allah sent the divine inspiration to Moses. Yes, our slave Khidr is more learned than you. Moses asked Allah how to meet him. Khidr. So Allah made the fish as a sign for him, and he was told that when the fish was lost, he should return to the place where he had lost it, and there he would meet him, Al-Khidr. So Moses went on looking for the sign of the fish in the sea. The servant boy of Moses said to him, Do you remember when we betook ourselves to the rock? I indeed forgot the fish. None but Satan devil made me forget to remember it. On that Moses said, That is what we have been seeking. Quran Surah number 18, Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, verse number 64.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قال ذلك ما كنا نبغي فارتدا على آثارهما قصصا.
Translation of Surah number 18, Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, verse number 64 is, Moses responded, That is exactly what we were looking for. So they returned, retracing their footsteps. So they went back, retracing their footsteps, and found Khidr, and what happened further to them is narrated in the Holy Quran by Allah. Surah number 18, Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, verse number 54 up to 82.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
ولقد صرفنا في هذا القرآن للناس من كل مثل وكان الإنسان أكثر شيء جدلا وما منع الناس أن يؤمنوا إذ جاءهم الهدى ويستغفروا ربهم إلا أن تأتيهم سنة الأولين أو يأتيهم العذاب قبلا وما نرسل المرسلين إلا مبشرين ومنذرين ويجادل الذين كفروا بالباطل ليدحضوا به الحق واتخذوا آياتي وما أنذروا هزوا ومن أظلم ممن ذكر بآيات ربه فأعرض عنها ونسي ما قدمت يداه إنا جعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوا وفي آذانهم وقرا وإن تدعهم إلى الهدى فلن يهتدوا إذا أبدا وربك الغفور ذو الرحمة لو يؤاخذهم بما كسبوا لعجل لهم العذاب بل لهم موعد لن يجدوا من دونه موئلا وتلك القرى أهلكناهم لما ظلموا وجعلنا لمهلكهم موعدا وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا فلما بلغا مجمع بينهما نسيا حوتهما فاتخذ سبيله في البحر سربا فلما جاوزا قال لفتاه آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا قال أرأيت إذ أوينا إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت الحوت وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان أن أذكره واتخذ سبيله في البحر عجبا قال ذلك ما كنا نبغي فارتدا على آثارهما قصصا فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما قال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا قال فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء حتى أحدث لك منه ذكرا فانطلقا حتى إذا ركبا في السفينة خرقها قال أخرقتها لتغرق أهلها لقد جئت شيئا إمرا قال ألم أقل إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال لا تؤاخذني بما نسيت ولا ترهقني من أمري عسرا فانطلقا حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقتله قال أقتلت نفسا زكية بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا فانطلقا حتى إذا أتيا أهل قرية استطعما أهلها فأبوا أن يضيفوهما فوجدا فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تسطع عليه صبرا.
Translation of Surah number 18, Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, verse number from 54 up to 82, is verse number 54. And we have certainly diversified in this Quran for the people from every kind of example, but man has ever been, most of anything, prone to dispute. Verse number 55, and nothing has prevented the people from believing, when guidance came to them, and from asking forgiveness of their Lord, except that there must befall them the accustomed precedent of the former peoples, or that the punishment should come directly before them. Verse number 56, we raise messengers only to give good news and to warn, but the unbelievers resort to falsehood in order to rebut the truth with it, and scoff at my revelations and my warnings. Verse number 57, who is more wicked than the man who, when he is reminded by the revelations of his Lord, turns away from them and forgets the consequence of the deeds wrought by his own hands. We have laid veils over their hearts lest they understand the message of the Quran, and we have caused heaviness in their ears. Call them as you may to the right path, they will not be ever guided aright. Verse number 58, your Lord is all forgiving, full of mercy. Had he wished to take them to task for their doings, he would have hastened in sending his scourge upon them, but he has set for them a time limit which they cannot evade. Verse number 59, all the townships afflicted with scourge are before your eyes. When they committed wrong, we destroyed them. For the destruction of each, we had set a definite term. Verse number 60, and mention when Moses said to his servant, I will not cease traveling until I reach the junction of the two seas, or continue for a long period. Verse number 61, but when they reached the point where the two rivers meet, they forgot their fish, and it took its way into the sea as if through a tunnel. Verse number 62, when they had journeyed further on, Moses said to his servant, bring us our repast. We are surely fatigued by today's journey. Verse number 63, the servant said, did you see what happened? When we betook ourselves to the rock to take rest, I forgot the fish, and it is only Satan devil who caused me to forget to mention it to you so that it made its way into the sea in a strange manner. Verse number 64, Moses said, that is what we were looking for. So the two turned back, retracing their footsteps. Verse number 65, and there they found one of our servants, upon whom we had bestowed our mercy, and to whom we had imparted a special knowledge from ourselves. Verse number 66, Moses said to him, may I follow you, that you may teach me something of the wisdom which you have been taught. Verse number 67, he answered, you will surely not be able to bear with me. Verse number 68, for how can you patiently bear with something you cannot encompass in your knowledge? Verse number 69, Moses replied, you shall find me if Allah wills patient, and I shall not disobey you in anything. Verse number 70, he said, well, if you follow me, do not ask me concerning anything until I myself mention it to you. Verse number 71, then the two went forth, until when they embarked on the boat, he made a hole in it, whereupon Moses exclaimed, have you made a hole in it so as to drown the people in the boat? You have certainly done an awful thing. Verse number 72, he replied, did I not tell you that you will not be able to patiently bear with me? Verse number 73, Moses said, do not take me to task at my forgetfulness, and do not be hard on me. Verse number 74, then the two went forth until they met a lad, whom he slew, whereupon Moses exclaimed, what? Have you slain an innocent person, without his having slain anyone? Surely you have done a horrible thing. Verse number 75, he said, did I not tell you that you will not be able to patiently bear with me? Verse number 76, Moses said, keep me no more in your company if I question you concerning anything after this. You will then be fully justified. Verse number 77, then the two went forth, until when they came to a town, they asked its people for food, but they refused to play host to them. They found in that town a wall that was on the verge of tumbling down, and he buttressed it. Whereupon Moses said, if you had wished, you could have received payment for it. Verse number 78, he said, this brings me and you to a parting of ways. Now shall explain to you the true meaning of things about which you could not remain patient. Verse number 79. As for the boat, it belonged to some poor people, who worked on the river, and I desired to damage it, for beyond them lay the dominion of a king, who was wont to seize every boat by force. Verse number 80. As for the lad, his parents were people of faith, and we feared lest he should plague them with transgression and disbelief. Verse number 81. And we desired that their Lord should grant them another in his place, a son more upright and more tender-hearted. Verse number 82. As for the wall, it belonged to 2 orphan boys in the city, and under it there was a treasure that belonged to them. Their father was a righteous man, and your Lord intended that they should come of age and then bring forth their treasure as a mercy from your Lord. I did not do this of my own bidding. This is the true meaning of things, with which you could not keep your patience. Dear viewers, thank you so much for your incredible support. If you enjoy my videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications for new uploads. Let's learn together from Hadith teachings. May Allah bless you with success, happiness, and good health. Ameen. Take care of yourselves and spread happiness to others.